Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Arkansas's offense comes on the field first today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game. They've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023. Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Razorbacks will send the punt team onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Trojans offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackled, but first down.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple of blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. Defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Throws it to the right. Finds the receiver wide open. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a first down and goal. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. They're going to run it here. Powerful running into the secondary. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. And the Trojans come to the line with first and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver. Offense facing second and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. And the Trojans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, USC. And now the try here for the extra point. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. Cookie just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run. Because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
And the The Arkansas offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Just a good job up front by this offensive line, getting a hat on a hat and be able to give this running back from Arkansas enough room to get upfield and pick up that first down. Nice play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Razorbacks with 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a first down for the Hogs. And Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
Finding some room at the 25. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Hogs. Now the important point after attempt.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. PAT puts them in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The back's got it on a counter. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. After the sack on first down, it's second down. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Catch made over the middle. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Running out of time in the pocket. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He's running out of time here. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made on the right side. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got a chance.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern California. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Finds an open target on the left side.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Ball handed to the running back. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense recovers the fumble. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? At the 10. Touchdown, SC. A fumble return for 6. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
To throw, it's Montgomery. This time it's complete. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the back across the middle. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the defender miss. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties and a big play.
Touchdown, Razorbacks. This quarterback on fire today. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum. If this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they'll start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick this away to start the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Holding. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Fights through the tackler. Gain moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's an important first down on that running play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Powers through the tackle. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
But here's the first play to start this second half. It's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
He makes the grab. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The Trojans line up on 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll test the right side here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And we're able to get him down.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on the screen. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Touchdown Trojans. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. And the Razorbacks keep the football on the move.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff on a counter. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw. It's Montgomery. Throw to the sideline. Steps out after a short gain.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it can be pick six going the other way.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. The Razorbacks look to keep this drive moving. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. This has been thorough domination through three quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going to screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the Razorbacks will line up on 1st and 10. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. And nobody open. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. To the air. It's Montgomery. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Running back with the football. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Yeah, they run the football here and they come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And the extra point splits the uprights. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Gives it to the back. Eludes a tackle. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The Trojans hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Ball carrier tackled there.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I could kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Receiver makes the catch. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. One play moves the ball to the 48. Another first down coming up. Back to throw. It's Montgomery. And he pulls in the catch. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. First down. Looking to throw the football. Snags the quick throw.
Of course, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The Razorbacks lining up here on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. The offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.